Hello guys, I'm here again today with some updates. So as you can see, as per my video yesterday, we dropped 10% to 66,870. We saw some pullback, then we moved lower to the weekly level, which we mentioned yesterday. We started trying to change the market structure, right? Because this was the low, this was the low, this was the high. We created a low and we created a high, which broke this previous lower high. So we had like a first try to change the market structure, but we can see that SMA, this one, was too big resistance for us. This is very strange because US Nasdaq, US Tech and ES, they are making new all-time highs every day, and we are printing new lows on BTC every day. So we are contrary now to the traditional markets. What I'm waiting now, we have 5 more minutes to the next 30-minute and 1-hour candle. We see this like big cluster of liquidations over here. This level is not correct, but let's see, on the weekly time frame we don't have that much support to the downside. We have only SMA 200 onto the anchored VWAP, and maybe this box again. We had a really nice support previously around this area. So let's see what will happen over here. I would love to see some pullback before we head over there. Like preferably I would like to see something like this, that maybe we would even drop slightly more and then we come back, or we dropped even take out this low. This is the previous day low, so it's a very nice liquidity point. We can take out this, then we will move again to the upside and maybe take out this liquidity. Yes, and then I would like to see a bigger drop to the downside. But if we drop here and we take this low, I will try to have a long. Then if we will start moving here, I will try to hedge myself with a short. So if we drop again, I have a short running and the long will be just closed in the break even on the way down. So let's see how it goes. Very nice trades lately on Worldcoin. As you saw yesterday, I gave you this exact setup which I took, but I then was taken out with a stop loss, but I told you it was really nice trade. As you can see, if we take it more conservative from this high, it was 20% drop, and we retested 382 Fibonacci, which was supposed to be a resistance. We tested this as support. At the moment we are now through the golden pocket. As you can see, we went above, now we are above the golden pocket. The next level which I'm monitoring on Worldcoin for possible short setup is this daily level of resistance at 58 cents. I have an alert here, as you see, but also I will put my alert over here. Just give me a second here. I would like to see what will happen around 55 cents. So we can even mark this 0.55. I want to see what is going to happen over here. 50, it's not 50 cents, it's 55 cents. So I think we can even try to maybe see the indicators. RSI, how does it look like? Stochastic, it's not stochastic what I'm doing. Traditional RSI, yes, like this one. Let's see what do we see on the 3-day chart. Wow. Okay, this is not good sign because we are very strong on the relative strength index, very strong. So we need to be careful. Definitely this coin dropped heavily to the downside. We took the all liquidity over here with this candle. Then I gave you this setup for a long trade. From this fair value gap on a daily candle, we took these longs, and then the rest is history. So as you can see, this is very volatile. Let's see how it went. Like 58% to the upside, 33% correction, so 3x leverage liquidated. And you can see this very bullish moves to the upside. On the daily RSI, we can see that we are now probably printing a lower high, but daily is still relatively small time frame for this type of altcoin. Those are not very liquid pairs, so we need to be very careful. This week you can see how much liquidity was created over here. It was like the very big rejection. So I want to see what is going to happen. We have marked down this 58.44 resistance. I have alerts if I see some nice rejection from 54, 55 or somewhere around this area. I might entertain a short. I was thinking about shorting in this candle, but I don't want to risk, to be honest with you. I don't want to lose my focus now, because after every losing trade you start to lose your focus. As you can see, we are creating like bull flag at the moment. It's not visible, and if nothing is visible, and we also are above the golden pocket. So if we come back here, then retest it as resistance, then we can try to short this with a stop loss above the high. But at the moment there is nothing to short. If you want to try short, maybe you will be lucky. I can even try short here. Maybe it will be luck, maybe not. But from the technical point of view, this is the no trade zone at the moment. If we take out this high, then we come back inside, then we can try to take a short here with a stop loss over here. This is a nice trade, very low risk to reward, but we need to target first this low. This should be your TP1, TP over here, TP1, and then you can put a stop loss at break even, and you can leave a runner. If it's break even gets hits, you just at least make money on the TP1. So this is the local trade idea. Definitely the better trade would be from this. We still wait for it. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, like even Atom on the BTC chart is trying to go to the upside. We retested the SMA 200 on the daily chart. It's not looking bad. Let's see, 187. You can see I have this psychological level $2 marked down, and those altcoins are really looking for some move to the upside. We created this SMA 200 on the weekly. It is now sitting on this resistance. So there could be a day where we will just pump like crazy on altcoins, 275%. Oh my goodness. It can come, but as you can see, we are since February last year, we had this range. We are dropping. So it's very boring. Leverage is probably destroyed over here. Imagine holding those longs, paying funding and everything. You are losing money every day, so there is no point in holding it. What we might create here is like this cap and handle pattern, but it might take some time until it fruits and it will start moving, right? But for now we can see this rounded bottom. The atom may start at some point, but when? This is a very good question. Let's see, we have new hourly candle, new 30-minute candle. Let's see what is happening over here. Yeah, retest of the weekly. It looks nice. Okay. That's not bad. Very nice reaction. I think I will try a long here. Yeah. Okay. So the long is from here. Stop loss needs to be below the previous day low if we want to hold this. 1 second. so thin. Yeah, so it will need to be like this. Previous day low, yeah, slightly below. What we can target here, our first target can be here, but we are below the risk to reward ratio. Preferably I would like to see some bigger move. The only problem is that short moving averages are pushing us down, really pushing us down. But I have seen this pattern many times, that short moving average on the 4-hour is pushing us down. It's looking very bearish, and then we don't break the low, we don't retest. You see, we missed the 4-hour support by a couple of cents, so limit longs are not joining the party. Look at how much liquidity we have above those highs, like a lot. And my target would be, I think the first realistic target should be this daily, but locally I would like to see a move, but the market is very weak, okay? But preferably I would like to see the retracement to around this area. This we can also expect rejection from the POC. This POC was created in this previous consolidation, and it might look now it's very simple over here, but trust me, I spoke to many traders. This range destroyed a lot of people, a lot. It was really tough price action. So this is definitely very important volume over here. So as long as we are below 69,500, we are looking for this zone of support. But to be honest with you, I do not believe it will hold for a long time. I still wait for this consolidation over here. So this is like around 45 and below. I would like to see what will happen over there. Those are my ultimate short targets, which I'm monitoring. So yeah, how is our long printing? Let's see. Okay, we are now in some profit. Let's just extend it. Yep. Okay, so we are now in some profits already. Let's see. Plus $100 as of now. Let's wait for some clarification on this trade. It's still worth to take this long from the weekly retest, because as you see, we didn't see the support over here, then we break above, bullish break, and then maybe it was just like a simple retest. We need to monitor what will happen, but we cannot forget that the trend is to the downside. Okay, so we need to be very, very, very careful. This trade will need some time, definitely, if it has to go up. 15-minute SMA 200 is approaching the daily level. I think it might come at around Wednesday, so today it might come today around 4:30 p.m. New York time. It would be really nice if we see it, but very important is to hold this level as support. If we lose it, then luckily it's game over for me, because those are two last support levels before bigger drop to the downside. The problem is, as you see, my risk is very well shown. I'm not risking. I do not believe it is crazy good place for longs. I don't see it, so I'm not risking too much. This current trade is almost 3-1 in risk to reward. It's very good trade if it works, and also we can take out those highs, this high, this high, this, and this one. We would really like to see this was yesterday, and equilibrium of the yesterday's New York opening is around 68,400. So why not? We at some point the market makers will click the button cook and they will just take out this liquidity. There is too much money to be taken here, so the question is when. How is Ethereum? Ethereum is very weak as well. My previous video I showed you my ultimate targets, right? My ultimate target for Ethereum where I buy on spot is below 1400 and below, like the lowest point I see is 880, but this is far from here at the moment. So yeah, and previous video I was explaining why I'm targeting at least this low, because after seeing the rejection from here, taking out the liquidity, the next realistic target is this low or this low. That's very, very simple from the range perspective. So yeah, how is today? Also I show you what where I took the short. So before the New York, I was waiting for two things. Okay, I marked just this high and this low. No, not this low, sorry, this one. So I was waiting. Since we were really high on the price, I took a short trade somewhere around this area. On the New York opening, we saw the very big push to the upside. So I was holding this short. First short I realized after taking out this low, and the second one I left and closed around this low. So this was the high of the New York session. This was the low, which was created around midnight Europe time. So it was a very nice liquidity point. And that was it. Like, I don't need anything more, just one trade short from here. Vice versa, if it would be that first we would go and take out this low, I would take a long position from here, because those were like two key points I was monitoring. Since we were very high on the price, I opened a short to do not miss this whole move. But if we would close, for example, 5-minute candle above or 15-minute, I would be really cautious and probably I would close this short on a loss. Okay, so this is very simple when it comes to trading futures. Let's see how it's doing the Worldcoin, the retest of the golden pocket. Nice. You see, so I told you, if you will take a short here, it might work, but you see, you need to realize the short profits, because you see how fast it retraced. Like, it retraced how much today? Now in almost 4% in the span of a couple of minutes. So you need to be really, really, really careful with trading. And look at this 15-minute candle, like, took out the liquidity, retest of the golden pocket, and it's pushing to the upside again. Very hot token now for trading. So this is dropping still. Let's set an alert here, because I don't want to hold it forever, and maybe on the smaller time frame. Let's see what is here. Do we tap it or not? Yeah, we tapped it. Need to mark this on our chart. Selling into buying. If we lose this level, then it's really, really, really bad. Lab, probably you heard about it. Let's see. Yeah, this is super crazy coin. I saw some people shorting it, but what you can do here, like, how do you find a trigger for this short? You could short here, and then from here, if you short, it was the 36%, even 3x leverage liquidated. Then if you were trying to catch a long, then you were destroyed by 77% drop. And after this drop, again, 224% to the upside. So to be honest with you, the best way is to just stay away from it. Stay away from it, and that's it, because this is purely manipulation, scam, nothing more, nothing less. What is happening on gold? Gold is really trying to hold this SMA 200 on a daily, but as you can see, short moving averages are pushing down price on gold, so not a very positive sign. A lot of people bought gold above 5k, so let's see 5k. If they bought up of 5k, they are now in a 10%, 12% loss. And ultimately for me, I want to see a comeback on gold to this consolidation. One second, not like this. I want to see a drop to this area to retest it. This might be a good place for long trade, but then we need to see what will happen when we come back to this area once we lose it. So it might look like it, and then continue to the downside, and then maybe some new move to the upside. If you have some questions about some tokens, you can send me a message, send me a comment here, and I will definitely check it for you. Yeah, as you can see, Bitcoin, it cannot break this at the moment. Let's see on the smaller time frame. We are really trying to hold this area. It's a very important area. Once we lose it, everything is possible. So that's it from my side. Stay safe. Remember the trades. Now we have a trade on BTC. If we get hit stop loss, doesn't really matter. The most important is risk management. And Worldcoin, as you see this, we sweep the low. Now we came back in the range. So this trade, since we already took out this low, it's very risky, okay? Because if we take out this high, then we have a short TP1, and then anything can happen. Now, if we took out the low, this trade is no more interesting to me as it was before taking out this low, okay? Now I'm looking to short 58.44 if I see a trigger over there. As always, not financial advice. This is only for educational purposes. See you on the next one. Thank you, guys.